Fragile little snowflake. What a blowhard. He's a blowhard and a snowflake. He's a blowflake is what he is. He should change the hats to say, Make America Wine Again. More than half of this country voted for the criminal. Still trying to figure out what happened.
You know, I was so curious to find out which one of them is actually going to cry, right? Which person, whether it's late night or a news anchor, is going to go on TV after this election and shed actual tears. In fact, that should be a prop bet on Polymarket. We are not sponsored by Polymarket on this channel, but free advice there, you know, because there are few things that are guaranteed in this life, but among them are death, taxes, and liberal tears. That should be a mug. See, I'm coming up with all the ideas right now, but no, in all seriousness, the winner of this year's 2024 Crybaby Award after the election goes to none other than Jimmy Kimmel himself. Take a listen.
It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go, for healthcare, for our climate, for science. It was a terrible night for poor people, for the middle class, for seniors who rely on Social Security, for our allies in Ukraine. Democracy and decency. And it was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him. And guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet.
You know, call me sadistic, and maybe I am, but I could literally watch this video 100 times and enjoy it, okay? Someone should make an edit of this, you know, throw YMCA under this, and it's just like, it was a terrible night for poor people and women. Many of whom voted for Trump, by the way, like literally the affluent voters favored Kamala more in this, but it was a terrible night for poor people. Let me wipe my tears with my money. So guys, on that note, if you're enjoying the content, please do us a big favor. Make sure you are subscribed. And why should you subscribe? Two reasons. First of all, it literally makes Jimmy Kimmel cry. And secondly, it's the best way to ensure we can keep bringing you these videos, folks. We are just getting started. It's going to be a fun 4 years. Make sure you're locked in. Make sure that red button, you have hit it and your notifications are on. And thanks for subscribing in advance. But it really makes you wonder. You got to watch a video like that and ask yourself, how insulated are these people? Like, how deep is the echo chamber? How big is the bubble? Because you can see fundamentally no understanding of the reason why Donald Trump was elected. And that's true of the entire Hollywood sphere. And it is arguably like the most annoying coming from the celebrity crew, because at least people who are liberal, who actually deal with politics and work in it, somewhat like sort of understand or know what they're talking about. I mean, they're often wrong, but I wonder if these Hollywood characters ever understand how truly patronizing it is outside of that town to have all these rich celebrities be yelling at poor people for not supporting their preferred candidate of choice. It is what it is. And, you know, we've heard plenty of this type of rhetoric already. For instance, Joy Reid recently went on MSNBC to say that Kamala Harris ran a perfect campaign because she got celebrity endorsements from Queen Latifah and Taylor Swift, totally ignoring the fact that, like, literally, if they want to win, they need to get all these Hollywood people to genuinely shut up because the country finds them repulsive. It's annoying. Jimmy Kimmel is a laughingstock. No one wants to see him cry, besides maybe the Trump supporters, because we think it's funny. But in general, people don't care to see him crying because, oh no, the poor people. Like, Jimmy Kimmel cares so much about the poor people, right? But with that said, as you could probably imagine, he was far from the only late night host to cope and seethe about it. Take a listen, for instance, to Stephen Colbert. Oh, you know, this is going to be so insightful. All right, check it out.
Well, after a bizarre and vicious campaign fueled by a desperate need not to go to jail, Donald Trump has won the 2024 election. Wow, you must love it when someone has explosive diarrhea. There's so much material for you to work with. I wish, you wish, so many of us wish this hadn't happened, but that is not for us to decide. This is a democracy. And in this democracy, the majority has spoken, and they said they don't care that much about democracy.
Did you catch that last sentence, guys? Okay, let's read it again. The majority has spoken, and they said they don't care that much about democracy. What? Okay, Stephen Colbert says a lot of dumb things, but this quote right here, that has to take the cake, okay? By far, the goofiest thing I've heard this guy say, and he said a lot of ridiculous nonsense, okay? So pretty funny to see. But if you're kind of curious about this, just how out of touch the late night / Hollywood bubble is in regards to this election, what happened, why it happened, their failure to actually internalize the loss, I think there is no better example than this New York Times columnist who went on Comedy Central to claim that after Trump's win, Democrats, like trying to figure out why we lost, what happened, what should we do, right? She says that Democrats need to double down on identity politics if they want a shot at winning next time. That is right. According to her. And like, this is just on late night and no one's asking questions. The problem with Kamala Harris was not that she was too woke. It's that she wasn't woke enough. She didn't play into identity politics enough. I'm not making that up. Take a listen.
You wrote a piece in the Times just today, and you said, it is time for us to accept that American politics is identity politics.
So when you say that the Democrats lose because we play identity politics, it simply isn't true. Right. This is about whose identities win when you appeal to them. That means you should double down on the identities of your base.
Yeah, sure, right? The reason why Democrats lost wasn't because people, for a long time now, by the way, have kind of been getting tired of that type of identity politics from the Democrats. They just didn't do enough of it. No, but in all seriousness, this woman is so smart, guys. She's so smart. I'm saying to the Democrats right now, put her in charge of the DNC, okay? Like, no. Actually, guys, no, trust me. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She's definitely right about this. And you know what? Yeah, go ahead, Democrats. Do way more identity politics in 2028. See how that works out for you. It's just so funny. It's just so funny to see. This is why, again, I keep saying we are destined for permanent political victory because these people don't learn their lesson. Okay? They lost this election because a lot of these same underlying problems that plagued Hillary Clinton and their past candidates and their party as a whole. And like, literally, what are they doing right now? They're absorbing all of the wrong lessons. Every single one. Like, you can't make this up, you know? The party's too woke? No. The party's not woke enough. Too much identity politics? No, not enough identity politics. We should understand the voters? No. We need to blame the voters, guys. Oh, it was all sexism. And by the way, this is basically just a reskin of everything you've heard in the mainstream media the past several days. It was sexism that got Donald Trump elected. You know, the men, even the Latino men, the black men, it's misogyny. All the same bullcrap that has not worked for the Democrats. It doesn't work because it's divisive and polarizing and toxic to the American electorate. And they're going out there and saying, we're going to double down on it. Okay, you know what? Why not run Kamala again? I saw a tweet today. Some Democrat was saying, oh my gosh, guys, we need to run her in 2028. I love her so much. Do it. But yeah, I mean, there you have it. This is basically just 2016 part 2. In many ways, it is not all that different because what is happening? They are crying, first of all, like that's the first immediate reaction. Then they're absorbing all of the wrong lessons and blaming the voters for what happened instead of blaming themselves. Where have I seen that exact story before? And then this is coming pretty soon. I'm already starting to see this trend on Twitter, but it's going to become a thing. Oh, surely the election must have been stolen. You know, Russia was it last time? I don't know what it's going to be this time. I'm just telling you that whole narrative is coming again. But with that said, let me know your thoughts, guys, on all of this in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new. Until next time, God bless and peace.